Hello everyone. Happy Wednesday. Hey Tammy, hope everyone's having a good week so far. Hope it's being productive. Hey Razor, hey Pepper. It's been a good week here, strange week. I've had a bunch of cancellations, We've had just a little blast of good weather into the winter and people are going absolutely crazy, crazy, crazy. As always, y'all, hey April. Hey, J Cash. Yes, got it done today. I had some breaks in my schedule. Hey, Frankie, and my barber could get me in, and she slammed it as usual. Good job. I mean, she just did a great job. I'm just real pleased. It feels so good to get a haircut, get everything done. You kind of feel a little bit more human. A little bit more presentable. I was looking a little woolly, y'all. But hey, Pumpkin. Hey, baby. How are you, sister? As always, y'all, if you would like to share with your followers, please do. And thank you, Frankie. And I would really appreciate it tonight because I'm going to talk about something that's been thank you, that's been a ongoing battle for a couple of days. I broached on it today in a real quick scope in one of the forums, and that's what we talk about on Wednesday nights, y'all. We talk about things that I've seen, things that have bothered me, and as always, thank y'all for inviting followers. It's just things that bother me, y'all. It doesn't necessarily bother y'all. Anything I always say, y'all, and I've said this from the very beginning of my scopes, and I want to repeat this. It's mine. That's where the word Steveism came from. Everything I say is mine. I own it. When it comes out of my mouth, I own it. You're not going to hear me backpedal. You're not going to hear me going backwards and saying, oh, I don't remember that. Hell no, I'm not that crazy. I remember it. And if I say it, I mean to say it. So that's what Wednesday night is. That's what hair therapy is. Hey there, hey there. Oh, I can't wait to hear. So there's been an ongoing battle, y'all. And first of all, most of you know this, but I'm going to repeat it so that people on that come on. There's a lot of times replay people, y'all, that see the replays that are not necessarily always in our scopes when we have scopes. So, y'all, anytime I say something about a product, anytime I say anything, I am not a... Hey, Vinica, I got some stuff to talk to you about, too. About another possibility of a quick show that's opened up for us. So I'm going to talk to you tonight or tomorrow, too. But, y'all, I'm not affiliated with these companies other than using the product. I'm not an endorser. I'm not a paid endorser. I'm not an employee. I'm not anything to these companies other than a user. If I tell you I like something, I'm telling you I like it because I like it. Not because I'm hoping to get something for free, not because I'm hoping to get anything, because I've said this before and someone told me I was arrogant. If I want something or if I need something, I'll buy it if I want it bad enough. I've been sent products. I have been given products to try. Of course, I have. Most hairdressers do. But there has been an ongoing two-day battle in one of the forums over putting Sweet and Low in your color. Well, I've got about 6 messages from people telling me everything from that I was the smartest man on earth to I was the most arrogant fat son of a bitch they had ever seen. That's okay. I know. The fact is, y'all, that when we put Sweet and Low in your color, first of all, you're putting a food-grade product in your color. And y'all, again, this is me. I'm not telling y'all this because I think you should or you should not. This is me. You're putting a food-grade product in your color. Well, let me tell you what Sweet and Low does. When I was a color educator, most every color line will, at some point of time, have one of their chemists comes to a class, something to talk to you, Well, this was many years ago that one of the chemists for a company I was teaching for told us exactly what Sweet and Low does, and that any chance we got, we should tell people not to do it. Sweet and Low numbs, and this has been the ongoing battle, y'all. People say, oh, it doesn't numb the scalp. It doesn't numb it. Yeah, it numbs the scalp. So the burn is still going on. You just can't feel it, But, watch this. When you take that color off, Absolutely, Frankie. Absolutely. And Tanya, that's a perfect way of putting it. You know, absolutely a perfect way. So, you're numbing the scalp. That's all you're doing. They can't feel anything because the scalp is numb. People don't believe it. So let me tell you what to do. Get you a packet of Sweet and Low. Put a little bit on your tongue. In about 2 minutes, you'll notice your tongue right there is numb where you put it. It numbs it. So there's this ongoing raging battle. But let me tell you the main thing that it does. Now this is what blows people's mind. You go ahead and put that Sweet and Low in your color. Hey John, hey my friend, you go ahead and put it in your color. And then if there's anything at all that happens to that customer's scalp or whatever, not only will the color company not back you in a lawsuit because you have altered the formula by putting a foreign subject in the color, but your insurance company will not cover the claim because you've done the same thing. So, I'm going to tell y'all, from my standpoint, what I have fell in love with. Y'all know this already. I heard Tracy Cunningham talking about this. I love Tracy Cunningham. First of all, Tracy Cunningham is a no-holds-barred badass who will say whatever she wants to say, who is one of the busiest, most popular not only celebrity hairdressers, but hairdressers in the country. She travels all over the world, and Tracy is extremely sensitive, thank you, John, to color. To color. She can't even color her own hair. She uses Shades EQ liquid to cover her hair when she does. But let me tell you, hey, Hair Queen, a product that I've talked to y'all about is Anti-Dot Pro. Well, we've been slinging the word antihistamine and anti-inflammatory and all this kind of stuff around. So I'm going to give y'all a very quick lesson. Just a lesson. An antihistamine only does one thing. It blocks histamines. That's why it's called antihistamine. That means no histamines. So when you take a Benadryl and you've got allergies or whatever, it blocks the histamines in your system from bothering you. That's what an antihistamine does. It's like anti-lock brakes. It keeps your brakes from locking. Anti. And we know what anti-inflammatory does in our body. An anti-inflammatory will stop swelling, things like this is what it does in our body. So, if you're putting something in your color that's an antihistamine, it's going to keep the histamines in your system that's trying to attack this foreign object, hair color, on your scalp. It's going to block those histamines so that you're not going to get the itching. You're not going to get the burn. You're not going to get the sting. This is not a masking product. This is a true product. This has 12 natural products this is what's very important. These products have natural, I'll tell you in just a second. Hey Amanda, it has natural antihistamine qualities. So that's what that's meaning, that these products that are from nature make antihistamines. So this is putting in your color. First of all, you're not breaking any color laws by adding this. This product is a market product made specifically for this. So no color company in the world could say, you have altered our formula. No, I haven't, John, that you have altered our formula. The second thing that this does is all 12 of these ingredients have natural anti-inflammatories. I guarantee you, every one of us have colored someone's hair. We've taken it off their scalp and we see redness. You know why? That's because the scalp has swollen. it's swollen. It's swollen because it's inflamed. You know, even if it's not burning, even if it's not hurting, that scalp is inflamed. This product right here has anti-inflammatories. It stops it. I've not seen, and y'all, I'm not being paid. You know, if they want to send me a check, thank you, Jesus. You know, I'll buy some new shoes. I bought some today. And that's another story. But it's a good story too. But, you know, a real good story about the new shoes. Way too much money, and I didn't check the width. But I was going to tell y'all, I've been a hairdresser for 41 years, counting school. I got 2 pair of glasses today too, sweetheart. But I'm impressed as hell with this, y'all. You know, but you know what? Kind of even more I'm impressed with the fact is that this shows you this company cares. Another company could have come up with something like this. Thank you, Hair Queen. You know, another company could have come up with something like this 20 years ago. You know, 20 years ago. I have not had one single person say my scalp itched, and I'm asking every single one of them. But let me tell you what I'm doing. I'm keeping the big bottle, my pump bottle, on my station, and they're seeing me add this to their color, and they're asking me what it is. And I'm telling them, this is a product that's made specifically to put into hair color, to specifically put into chemical. Specifically to put in chemicals that stops the itch, that does this. But I also explain to them in a matter of 2 minutes, I charge $1. You know, and because I'm not trying to make money on this. This is just an added value service for my clients. Yes, that's an Aveda word. I used to be an Aveda salon. You know, so as long as I can make enough money to buy it again, I'm doing it. And if you buy the pump, you know, it's only costing you about 60 cents an application. So if you charge $1, just put $1 onto their color, just tack it on. You know, it's absolutely worth it. You know, I explained to them, you know, they're impressed as hell, y'all. So, you know, this is it. If we can take antihistamines for our body, why not put antihistamines and things in our color? I don't, Lily. I buy Redken color thickener and put it in mine. You know, Redken makes a product exactly for that. You know, exactly to thicken hair color, they make a product. You know, I put it in every color now, John. Every single color. Because you know what? This is insurance. You know, this is insurance. You know, just like Frankie said, if you get a chemical burn start going on your hand, you just put a little bit of it on there, rub it in. Vicky, you can get it from antidotpro.com. You can also get it from haircare.com. Those are the 2 places that I recommend. Yeah, I use it. I use 2 bottles a month. You know, I like my colors to be very, very thick. So I thicken everything with it. You know, and I'm just telling y'all, you know, there's a raging debate about Sweet and Low. Someone said this right here. I love for my salon clients to see me. And again, y'all, love what you love. Thank you, Jesus. Love what you love. But this person said on the forum, well, I love for my customers to see me putting Sweet and Low in their color because it shows them that I'm concerned. It shows them that you went and bought a 50-pack of artificial sweetener that's harmful to your body, that you paid $2.86 for, and shows them exactly what you're doing. Do you think and again, this is not for y'all. Sweet and Low's not supposed to help. It's not supposed to help. You know, first of all, this is what I tried to get across where people got really pissed off. You are destabilizing your color formula by adding Sweet and Low to it. If people don't think you are, okay, you're not. You know, you're not. You are. Call the color company that you're using. Call the color company. Ask them. Send them a message in email. Send them a message and say, what does Sweet and Low do to my color formula? Is it recommended to add it? You're going to get a real big fast hell no. Thank you, John. I got it cut today. She did a great job. You know, absolutely, Vinica. I used to work in a salon where a woman would absolutely rub cigarette ashes all over a person's head. Not just their forehead, their head, you know. And I was sitting there going, this is crazy. Because there used to be a product that we could buy called volcano ash. You know, Redken actually made, at one time made it. And that would take off color stains and things. I'm kind of like, is this what they're using for, is this cheap color, volcano ash? You know, I just don't get it, y'all. But so like I said, y'all, thank you, John. You know, it's really long. It doesn't look long now, so I'm going to mess it up just for a second. I'm so proud of it. Look how long it is. It's done good. Yeah, absolutely, Javier. They're wonderful, y'all. The color wipes from haircare.com, I've never used anything like them that works like this. I'm talking zip, they're gone. Absolutely. And I don't care what level of color you are, what you're doing. It does look shorter, but it's just the way it's down. It's long, but they're gone. That color stain is gone. It's just gone. And from the wipes, it's just perfect. I will, J Cash, and it will too. It'll get there. It's big. I got some big old hair. But so y'all, I just wanted to kind of say this. I can talk to y'all, but it's got to the point on some of the forums you get. I've gotten lots of vile messages, y'all. I've gotten lots of hate messages. I've even got, thank you, Frankie. That's even got messages that said that I should just die because I was worthless. And, the hottest topic for me always is sweet and low. Because people don't like you to disagree with them. People don't like you to disagree with them. John, it happens all the time. I had somebody back in the fall that messaged me because I just had the nerve to disagree with them on one of the forums. Get away from there. On a forum that told me that I was nothing, that I was worthless and I was too fat and that I needed to retire and just go ahead and die. This one was nearly that bad, because I had the nerve to embarrass them, and that, what made me so damn smart? Nothing made me so damn smart except when I was in class that day and I was listening to that chemist that worked for the color company, I listened. And basically it's just about, there's been a raging debate about sweet and low going on one of the forums again, and just people don't want to hear the truth, And like I say, you love what you love, but just bear in mind that if you're putting sweet and low in hair color, all you're doing is masking a potential problem. Thank you, John. I love y'all too, but I also, if any of you are using sweet and low, more power to you. I just want y'all to know the truth, I just want you to know the truth that this has grown from many, and you know what? You might go on the internet and find one website that says, yes, it works. You may find another website that says it's the most horrible thing you've ever used. I'm just telling y'all what I was told. Me personally, Steve was told 25, 30 years ago by a chemist of a major color company in a group of about 35 hairdressers who were teachers to never recommend it, to never use it, and to always tell people not to. So this is my logic, and I'm going to kind of equate it to this, y'all. People ask me all the time, Steve, why do you drive the speed limit? Because, y'all, I don't speed. And I say, well, someone smarter than me, an engineer, decided that it was safe to drive 60 miles per hour on this road. So who the hell am I to disagree with them when they're smarter than me? So this is the way I feel about hair color. This is the way I feel about Olaplex. This is the way I feel about many companies, many things. Someone a hell of a lot smarter than me, a chemist, said this product works this way. So what makes us think that it's okay to go in and do it different when they say to do it? I don't understand it. I'll never understand it. I'm 59 years old. I'll never understand it. The day that I retire from doing hair, I will never understand. Someone asked me a while ago and this was the day before yesterday. If they put 40 volume developer, they were in a hurry. And thank you. Why couldn't they just put 40 volume developer on their color because they were covering gray and it would make it work faster? Well, I was a little took back. And I said, well, your key word here is you're covering gray, but you want to put 40 volume. Yeah, I'm in a hurry. Okay. I said, well, what does 40 volume do? Well, it lifts. And then they just said, oh, okay, I got it now. You know, they didn't even think about it before they asked the question. You know, y'all, they didn't even think about it. That 40 volume to cover gray in half the time? No, absolutely not. You know, so that's what I'm saying. We have brains, y'all. I'm so fortunate to be around smart people. You know, none of y'all would think that you could put 40 volume to cover gray in half the time. You know, I mean, first of all, 40 volume's not going to cover gray. It's just not going to happen. We know that. You know, but you know, and this was not a new hairdresser. You know, they were not. You know. Oh, John, really? I've got a bunch of people using 130 and they're loving it, you know. But y'all, this is it. You know, this is, I don't know what's going on. Okay. This is the Antidote Pro. It comes in a 4 ounce and it comes in a big pump, you know. It'll tell you, I mean, it just, you know, it looks impressive, y'all. I mean, it looks impressive. And, you know, and y'all, we don't have to make money on everything. We don't. You know, like I said, as long as you can cover your cost to buy you more, that's sometimes what it's about. It's just about having product. You know, now I don't think that we should go into the hole on anything. You know, never. You know, we don't have to. Somebody was following me on Twitter and somebody was sending me messages in Facebook. You know, I'm here. Hey, yeah, and you know, even if we eat 60 cents a person. You know, think of what we're charging that color. So, you know, 60 cents, you know, and that's on the big bottle. You know, it's more per use in a small bottle. As with anything, the larger you buy, that's just like shampoo, y'all. You buy an 8 ounce bottle of shampoo, a 10 ounce bottle of shampoo, you know, you can get a liter for just $6 or $7 more. You know, I mean, sometimes you can get a gallon for $5 or $6 more than you can a liter. So, you know, everything that we do, the larger the size, the lower the cost. And that's a good thing. So, you know, I would recommend, you know, absolutely, you know, and y'all, it's just really a great product. You know, I've got some new products that, you know, I love, y'all, that I'm just in love with. And y'all know I run my mouth. I'm in love with this. I'm in love with haircare.com. I'm in love with 13-in-1. I'm in love with blue and violet lighteners. Y'all know you can get this from Antidote Pro, ANTIDOTPRO.com. This one right here is 4 ounces, 4 fluid ounces in this one. You can get from haircared.com, HAIRCARED.com. You can buy it from those two places. You know, y'all know I'm in love with Olaplex, you know, so, you know, you can absolutely, there's no reason for us, my friends, my circle, you know, John, I heard about this. I follow Tracy Cunningham, and you know Tracy and actually, you know, they were using it one day, and you know, I'm like a dog with a bone. I don't let a damn thing go. You know, Tracy just kind of held it up. She didn't talk about it or nothing like this, and I saw her putting this in her color. So, you know, I did the same thing with this product as I did with Olaplex. I started digging, you know, and I went so far as to be bold, which, you know, me, I don't care. I sent a message and asked what it was. You know, I didn't get an answer back because, of course, I mean, she's not my friend on Facebook. But, you know, I found out what it was. And so I ordered, you know, and Did she really? I didn't, because she's not my friend or anything on Facebook, but I went right to the source, Hey, thank you, Frankie. And so, I ordered it, and I did the same thing I absolutely did the same thing with Olaplex, y'all. I heard rumblings a year in advance of that there was just something, there was a something, there was a something. Thank you, Nebo. Thank you very much. Well, I found out this something, and I started messaging Dean. I want this. I want this. Well, it wasn't out yet, so I got it. I heard on a Periscope about Hair.Guy.Steve. I investigated, and I wanted it, and I was lucky enough to be able to try it, and I fell in love with it, So, that's me, y'all. When I use something I like, I want y'all to know about it, When there is a truth in our profession instead of a false, because there's lots of false, y'all. There's lots of things that are false. That we get this wonderful spiel, this wonderful banter about this is going to do this and this is going to do that. And then when you invest your hard-earned money, it doesn't do a damn thing. But when there's a truth, when there's a product that actually does what it's supposed to do, then, I want to go to Mount Everest, and I want to have the loudest PA system in the whole wide world to share it with everyone, because I'm impressed. Like I said, I'm not having any expectation of return on what I say. I'm not expecting a big check. That's nice if I get it, I would love to, Fringe. I would love to. Y'all, that's one thing that we've got to have. And now I'm going to get off course a little bit, and I'm going to talk to y'all because y'all are my loves. Y'all are my loves. Y'all, we have got to have an open mind. So many of us have been burned so many times by products, by tools, and we've spent lots of money, and we close our minds. I probably know people who are still using Conair Yellowbirds, from in the 70s, but, we have to have an open mind to everything new. And thank you, Jay Cash. Thank you. I feel so good getting my hair cut, and y'all, I'll tell y'all about my barber here in a few minutes. She's top notch, but we've got to have an open mind again. So we've got to open our mind. We have to open our soul. We really have to open back up. I closed my mind years ago to hair color companies, and I'm gradually opening my mind back up to realize there are more things in the world than Redken hair color. God, to see the roof didn't cave in or nothing, did it? 37 years with a brand, nothing happened. I can say that now. I'm opening my mind back up to other hair colors. There's some marvelous things in the works, and as soon as they're here, y'all will know it first. Y'all are going to love it. You're going to absolutely. Mine has been for 2 days, Miston, for 2 days. So you know what, y'all? I had told y'all months ago that I think that this is going to be one of the best times in my life, in my career. And I believe it's going to happen. I believe we've got new products on the way from haircare.com that we will have, I believe there will be something from Olaplex new down the road. I think that Frankie, with this product right here, no, Vinica, is going to open up avenues for him and his company. It can only grow. But, for companies to succeed, John, for our smaller companies, and yes, I still include Olaplex in a smaller company, they need us. They need our loyalty. They need our understanding, and they need our mouth. They need our words. So when you use something that you love, do not be afraid to share it with us. Please share it with me, y'all. I have fallen in love with Kenra Platinum line. I've fallen in love with the blow dry shampoo, the line. Share it with people. Well, no one can have mine, and I have extras stored because I'm a hoarder, Fringe, I don't do extensions anymore. I just don't have time. I used to years ago, and I just don't have time. Absolutely. Foil me, foil me foils, they're my new love. I don't use any foils other than that, Uh, I just, there's so many things, and I absolutely believe that if we do not, and I'm just laying it on line to y'all. I'm being truthful. Y'all know I'm real. It's up to us to make sure companies like Antidote, haircare.com, California Glam, California Glam is going to expand. It's up to us to, if we love it, to talk about it. Thank you, Fringe. It's up to us to try it. They were talking a while ago about, things like this. I'm always, always, always willing to try anything in the world. I'll give you an honest one-on-one response, and then if I love it, I'll run my mouth until the day's over, for as long as I can run it about the product, because that's my responsibility to my profession and to my friends. Nebo, I'm going to tell you what, it's wonderful. I'm turned a lot of people on to this. I have even sent a bottle of this to a friend of mine in another state who's an educator for another color company. I won't say the name for her. And I've sent it to her because she wanted to know about it. And I just sent her a little bottle. I had an extra one. So I sent her a small bottle of this to try. And that right there may open doors to, for this company, it could, who knows, it could open doors to a whole wonderful possibility, of here's an educator for a national color company that has turned on to this. Maybe one of her bosses sees her using it and saying, what is this? So I think this is our responsibility, y'all. I really, really think it's our responsibility to help companies. I have talked about California Glam Blue and Violet Lightener until the cows have not even come home, but that's because I am in love with Blue and Violet California Glam Lightener. I am in love with 13-in-1 conditioner. I am in love with California Glam developers. So it's my responsibility. Oh, you're welcome, Frankie. I just can't wait to get her feedback. Thank you, Yvonne. It's our responsibility, y'all. It's our responsibility to share the wealth. And that's what we're doing. And to me, these products are my wealth. They're my wealth. I have not had one single customer do this. What's wrong? My scalp's itching since I started using this. I've not had one scalp, y'all, no exaggeration, not one scalp be red when I got through. Now, tomorrow when you go into work, if you've got colors, pay attention to that scalp when you shampoo it off, when you watch it. Their scalp is red. You know why? Because the scalp is inflamed. Hence, this has the anti-inflammatory capability that keeps the scalp from swelling. You just have y'all. I've had people that I've colored their hair before, especially when I've lightened their hair on scalp lightener. Have you ever touched their scalp and it felt spongy? Maybe that's not a good way to explain it, but like when you touch it, it's kind of soft. It's kind of spongy. Because you've had that lightener on there. That's because it's inflamed. So y'all, like I said, I love this product. I have absolutely had no swelling. I've had no alteration. It works perfectly with Olaplex. It works perfectly with California Glam products. It will not, contrary to what anybody says, alter your formula. It will not make it swell. It lighten or swell. It will not make bleach swell. It does nothing to do this. This is just the 4-ounce bottle, so it won't, but I guarantee you Sweet and Low can. That's not saying that it will. Absolutely, Vinica. It does exactly what it says. And it's, Frankie, I can't say enough what it'll do for your fingers, because y'all, we're not immune. I'm not a 2-glove guy. I put gloves on my right hand. left hand, because I'm right-handed. So this hand always, especially this damn finger right here, will get bleach burns on it. And you know how they are, y'all. They just get worse. They just get worse. They just get worse. I take this and I put just a little bit on it and I rub it in, and it instantly starts taking the burn away, and then eventually, very soon, the white's gone away. So like I said, absolutely finger burns. Y'all go, and you know what, y'all? The only thing that's good for is taking your fingerprints off, temporarily in case we needed it. But, I've had it so bad last week one day and on this finger that my phone has a fingerprint lock on it. I could not even open my phone for a while. John, you know what? That's a very good question about waxing the skin. I would think that it would be fine. I really do. Because, what better thing? The antihistamine, especially the anti-inflammatory, because when we wax someone's skin, we are inflaming the skin, and it does burn. So I can't see how it could hurt, Frank, yeah, right there's your answer. Frank, you just said, yeah, I think that would be fine. I really see how it would be perfect for it, because what better way to bring that skin back down? So I think it would be fine. So like I said, y'all, I've been a big man the last 2 days, and I've really been kind and I've been nice to these forumers, people in the forums about this sweet and low. Because, sometimes you just can't keep people from drinking the Kool-Aid, and if they've used this product for years. See, I haven't thought about that either, Frankie, but it's be perfect because, common sense, y'all, anything that's going to make you have inflammation on your skin or whatever, this is a perfect product for. Absolutely would be a perfect product, so that makes perfect sense. It really does. So y'all, like I said, y'all are my family. Y'all are my hair family. We talked about this before. We're a hair posse. Oh, John, I'm not going to call them names, but it's on Facebook. There are the forums on Facebook, and some of them are of the devil, because it's just really people get on a topic and they run with it, and they go berserk. You would think from the way some of these people are talking that sweet, and absolutely not. It smells wonderful. It actually smells really, really good, I don't know. You would think that them opening up a package of pink Sweet and Low is putting gold. John, there's many. There's Half hairdresser, there's the Olaplex forum, there's color correction forums, there's Redken forums, there's Half, that Rebecca Taylor started. There's just tons of forums in there. Tons and tons on Facebook, Absolutely. There's CDC, there's California Glam, there's really tons of good forums. I think I'm a member of about 120. I have about 120 forums that I'm a member of. Several that I'm an administrator on. But I don't go to all of them every day. I try to visit all of them all week long. So, I guess y'all, I'm just saying, don't buy into the hype sometimes. We've got a brain, and I think that this hair posse that we're part of here, since everybody has a group, I guess I said this months ago that we were the hair posse. But, just use your common sense, about things. And you're always going to come out on the good side. Just use your common sense, I'm not saying buy Olaplex. I'm not saying buy Antidote Pro. I'm not saying buy California Glam. I'm not saying go to haircare.com or antidotepro.com or olaplex.com. I'm just telling you that it'll make your life better. Me too, Vinica. Me too. And like I said, I don't mind getting cussed out. I don't mind getting called fat. I don't get a stupid faggot, whatever someone wants to say, if I'm speaking intelligently and if I'm speaking the truth, and I am. So, especially in this topic, I'm telling you for a fact, 100% scientific fact that Sweet and Low. Let me ask y'all a question, a logical question. Logic. I'm like Spock. Logic. Don't you think that if it really worked, that Sweet and Low would have come out with something in a bottle like this years ago and sold it to hair professionals? Think about it. Think about it. Logic, Spock. Logic. If it worked, Sweet and Low would have come out with a product and we would see it on the shelves in the beauty supply houses. Thank you, Tina. That say it. Sweet and Low on the bottom of it. You know, they would have made much more money. That's because it doesn't work. As a matter of fact, I guarantee you that Sweet and Low does not want you putting Sweet and Low in your hair color, because every time someone does, you're opening up a liability case for them if something happens. You know, of course they would get out of it just like this, because that's not what their product is made for. You know, so I'm just telling you, sometimes, you know, our maker, he, she, whatever, gave us a brain. Right here, a brain, to use our logic. You know, if it doesn't sound logical, it's not. Y'all, that's the key to the universe. If it does not sound logical, it's not. If it does not sound logical that a color is going to take level 1 hair to level 12 in 35 minutes, it's not. You know, we got to use our logic. You know, our logic will get us out of lots of trouble. Lots of trouble. So, y'all, I'm going to get off here. Shasta's been good. Midnight's outside somewhere being a cat. I don't know why. He ran out the door a while ago. So, thank you so much, Sam. You know, I'm okay with me. You know, I'm real okay with me. You know, I hate that some people are not. Oh, go home, sister. Go home. Yes, Vinica, we will. And there's been an opportunity open up for just so you'll know now, and I'll talk to you about it tomorrow or tomorrow night. There's been an opportunity open up. I didn't know about it, but Salon Centric is having a show in Atlanta in March. Thank you, J Cash. And there's a possibility of me having tickets. I think it would. Thank you, Frankie. It'll probably just be one night, like Saturday night, and then the show will be over Sunday and come back or whatever. But we'll talk about it if you want to run over. You know, I think all we'd have to do is just have a hotel room. But I think that I can get tickets to the show. So, and Guy Tang's going to be there. I just found out a while ago. Okay, see, it didn't show that on the Cosmo show list. So that's in March in Atlanta was Salon Centric that I was talking about. And so I had just kind of found out about that a while ago, that he's going to be there he's going to be there and on the Sunday night of the show, and then the show's actually on Monday and all this kind of stuff. And really, at the Cosmo show in March? Oh, you mean in May? It's in May. It's not. They don't have one in March. No, I'm not. The Cosmo show that I know is in May. He's going to be in Atlanta in March. He's going to be, of course, in St. Louis, where we're going to be in April. And then at the Cosmo show, I didn't know he was going to be at the Cosmo show, but the Cosmoprof show is in May in Nashville. He's going to be there. Then we'll be there. You know, it's just that simple. You know, I'll have already arranged tickets for that show, so I'll just arrange for one more. You know, so then we just need to make sure we go. You know, I mean, because I'd already made arrangements to go. I was going to go down with Vince, a friend of mine, and was going to go down. May, March, same difference. But yeah, the Atlanta show is Salon Centric in Atlanta in March, and you know, and so I can get tickets to that. But we'll talk about it. That's what I was going to talk to you about. That I'd found out about it. That I could probably get some tickets. Absolutely, honey. Yeah, and you know what? That makes it even that much better, Frankie. Of which show, Miston? For Atlanta was March. It was around the end of middle of March. If you'll go on the Salon Centric website, it just went up that I know of today. I will, baby. I will. Just go on Salon Centric or send me a message and I'll send you a link, because it's really strange the way they're doing the one in Atlanta, because he's going to be there like on Sunday night, and the doors open at 5. The show's from 6 to 8, but the doors will be open from 5 to 9. And then undoubtedly the show is just a Monday show. It's not going to be a Sunday and Monday, but just a Monday show. But someone said that they were going to have the something open Sunday for a little while. I don't know what part it is. Maybe their little garage sale area. I don't know. I don't know. I got confused, which is not hard for me to do. But anyway, y'all, hair hugs. I'm always here. I'm as close as a message or a phone call. For if you need me, don't hesitate. Y'all, use our logic. I used to go and compete in Bonner Brothers, and probably, which I know this sounds strange, but it's such a wonderful story. I competed at Bonner Brothers 100 years ago with a team, and we won the competition, and we swept in there with the palest, whitest, bleached blonde-headed models that you've ever laid your eyes on. And we swept that competition. And, I have never felt so much love in my life from people. It was phenomenal. The love that was in that room from these several thousands of people when we walked up on that stage with these models, And I loved Bonner Brothers, but, I've got a few, I'm finding more because more people have them. And so social media makes it easy to retrieve things nowadays. But, it was just, like I said, I used to love Bonner Brothers before it went public. I don't like any show now that allows the public in off the street into our professional business, So that kind of hurt my heart a little bit that they did that. I love you too, Vinica, and I'll talk to y'all later. So y'all remember my thing. Listen to the whispers until you hear the words. Night, y'all. Night. Thank you, John. I always love seeing you. I love seeing you all. Y'all are special to me. Don't ever forget it. Night, y'all.